It's a shame, man. It's a shame. What's up, y'all? Man, I seen this video of an incident that happened in Playa Chiquita or Sosua at the casino. People fighting in the casino, man. And I just had to make this video because I don't see it on the internet. And I just want to have this discussion, man. People have to have this discussion. We have to have this conversation. What is going on, man? Look, if y'all coming out here, and this is a big issue, right? Especially people going to Sosua. How do I say this? People are coming out here to have fun. People coming out here, they're tourists, they're trying to see the area, they're trying to enjoy themselves, right? Why we have so many people coming out here and they're trying to play this tough guy role? Why do you have to do this, right? It's embarrassing. And we have to do better. Because when we're here, we representing ourselves. And not only are we representing ourselves, we're representing our nations, our home countries. So if we're American, we're representing America. If we're from Germany, we're representing Germany. Italy, we're representing, Italy. If, we're Italian, or so on and so forth. If we're French, if we're from the UK. These type of incidents, man, this stuff cannot happen. I'm not sure what the context of it was, but at the same time, it really doesn't matter what the context is. We have to have some type of emotional control when we out here and how we carry ourselves. Because us as a people, we have a reputation to uphold. And that's not the kind of reputation that we want to have. Now I'm going to share the video, and then I'm going to have a deeper discussion with y'all on what's going on here and what we need to do to kind of correct this. Let me go ahead and show you the video. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. It's crazy work. I don't get it though. So I made a video, a couple weeks back about Sosua, saying that Sosua was 100% a go. And as you can see, there's obviously people there. Tourism is starting to pick back up again. There's traffic. There's people at the casino. There's people on the beaches. People walking around. The different clubs are open. They're starting to pack up with clientele again. But then we get this to happen. So I want to kind of break something down to y'all. When this first crackdown kind of happened, right, and I know this happens regularly, but we have to understand something. The Dominican people can see us. The Dominican people are real smart, especially the Haitian people as well. They're real smart, so they have discernment. So they know how a certain people acts, and they know how to interact with a certain people, and they'll do so based on how that person acts, right? They'll treat you different. Well, they won't treat you different, but it's like they know how to interact with you, correct? So in this whole incident, we have people in the casino, they're throwing chairs, they're fighting, they're cussing, and they're just making a whole scene, pretty much damaging the environment for everyone. This kind of stuff can't happen if we're going to have this type of tourism in Sosua. This has to stop, man. Y'all have to better control yourselves. Now, what I also want people to realize is, the Dominicans in Sosua, they were fed up with what was going on out there, with the recklessness and the way that things were going. And they took a stand. They were marching in the streets. And they said, basically, we don't care how much money you have. We don't want this to go on. And I know there's a lot of people, when they were going through this operation, they were saying like, oh, well, they don't want this to happen. Well, they're going to lose out on this money. Frankly, the Dominicans don't care. They don't care. And you've seen that, right? They took a hit to stand up for themselves and for their communities and to show that it's not just about money. They also want to have respectable communities, right? Also, they know that if people are going to act like this, then they're not good neighbors. They're not going to want you here. So this stuff and this kind of lawlessness and recklessness is even going to be making a better reputation or worse reputation on people that's trying to go in and experience Sosua and have fun here. So we got to keep this in mind. I know we're all adults, right? But we have to govern ourselves and we have to have this conversation. We don't have to come here to this country and play this tough guy role. That stuff you can leave back in your hometown and wherever you're from, Chicago, New York, Florida, anywhere you come from. You don't have to come here and play that tough guy role, especially in Sosua. Sosua is not a tough guy town. If you want to play the tough guy role, there's a couple neighborhoods I can show you where if you want to play that role and you want to be the street guy, you want to be the tough guy, and you'll fit right in over there if you want to do that. But in Sosua is not the place. That stuff, you can check that at the door when you get to the country, because it's not about coming out here and trying to be tough. It's about coming out here and trying to enjoy yourself. I want to have this conversation, right, because there's some people that want to make this about race. And it's not necessarily about race, because when Dominicans see us, they ask, where are you from? Are you Haitian? Are you Italian? Are you Canadian? Are you American? If you're American, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, green, purple, orange, or blue, you're American. So when you're here, you're representing America, right? And that affects everyone as a whole. So when you come out to the Dominican Republic or you go to Sosua or anywhere in the country, you have to keep that in mind. You're American, you're French, you're Canadian, you're representing people as a whole, you're representing your nation. So why not represent your nation in a good light? Now, when I'm speaking on this topic here, and I really wasn't going to do it at first because I wanted to kind of stay out of it, but at the same time, I feel like it's a good time to spark a conversation. Now, the conversation to be had is, what kind of impression do we want to leave on the Dominican people when we come here from the United States to Dominican Republic, to Sosua, to Punta Cana, to Santo Domingo, to anywhere in the country? What kind of impression do we want to leave on the people here? Y'all can comment and give your opinion on that. Another thing is, how can we as a people, when we come to other countries and we congregate together, also govern ourselves so that way we don't have these type of incidents? Because it's not Dominicans' job to police Americans. We're Americans. We have our own culture, but it's still up to us and our people to keep ourselves in order. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another thing as well. I just want people to kind of think about that, because we're representing ourselves when we come to this country. But I just wanted to share this. I wanted to have this message out, and I wanted to have this conversation. And I'm all for constructive conversation. So leave a comment about what you think about this incident and ways that we can improve. And this is damaging our reputation, right? When people go to Sosua and they act like this, it makes Dominicans not even want to have an environment in Sosua because it brings this type of activity. It's a bad look, and honestly, we need to do better as a people. I want to say that me personally, I actually avoid Sosua, and it's for that exact reason, because I don't like to involve myself with a crowd that's like this, right? I like to involve myself with a group of people that are more forward thinking and that they have bigger plans when they're here in the Dominican Republic. You know, I don't come here playing a tough guy role. That's not my job, and I have no interest in it, because where does it get me in the end, right? How do I benefit from it? I don't benefit from it. No one benefits from it. I can't even help the next person benefit from me trying to play the tough guy role and fighting and causing a scene inside a casino, for whatever it may be. It doesn't cost you anything to de-escalate a situation and walk away from it, especially when you're in a foreign country. So I want you guys to think about that. But I'm going to leave you with that, man. You guys be easy.